Good afternoon, wanderers. How are you doing? Today, in this fine afternoon in Texas, I shall share a little Bulgarian legend with you. Sit back, relax, and 3 pages on one side, Bulgarian legend about the Martenic. And that is a Martenic. Old legends for old country, Martenic. In ancient times existed faraway kingdom whose ruler Kubrat was good and fair. However, Kubrat was getting older and he was seeing the end of his life. The times were tough. The other tribes often attacked the lands of the kingdom, robbed villages and tormented people. Besides, winter was coming. Hard season in which shortages of food and cold put everybody on additional testing. Kubrat had 5 sons and 1 daughter. One day, when almost no forces were left in his body, he called his sons and asked them to always stay together and never to divide, because this is the way they will withdraw all attacks from foreign nations who wanted to conquer their lands. Then Kubrat died. But his sons were very young and couldn't manage well to repel the attacks of other tribes. One of the leaders of these tribes, Ashina, captive by the beauty of the sister of the 5 brothers who all loved, managed to abduct her. She was called Huba, which in the language of the kingdom meant beautiful. Ashina threatened the 5 brothers that if they don't recognize him as the ruler of the kingdom, she would kill her sister. For the 5 brothers, this was a serious test. They wanted to fulfill their father's behest and to keep their land together, but didn't want to leave their sister's life in danger. 4 brothers, so they decided. 4 of the brothers divided the army into 4 parts, and each, with some of the tribes, left the fatherland to look for free land for the people. The eldest brother, Boyan, in order to save the life of his sister, acknowledged the domination of the Ashida and stayed with Huba to ensure her safety. One of the younger brothers, Asparuch, couldn't leave his brother and his sister, so he promised them. Then when he found a land in which to establish a kingdom, we will send a white dove with a golden thread tied to his foot, which will be assigned for Huba and Boyan, that they can escape from the foreign ruler and they can come back to live in the new land discovered by Asparuch. Asparuch departed with his tribes. It was a long and difficult transition. He went south, crossed many mountains and valleys, led and won many battles for his people. Many people lost their lives on the road, but many mothers gave birth to their children during the long transition. Finally, Asparuch reached a large river. He found a fort, crossed the river with the people, and ended up in the fertile land that offered everything: mountains, forests, rivers, valleys, a sea. Asparuch made a deal with the people who already lived in that land, and together they began to create a common country. Then he decided it was about time to send a sign to his brother and sister to follow him. Huba waited every day for the desired message and spent all her time staring at the sky. And one day her waiting was paid off. Next to her perched a white dove with a golden thread tied around his foot. She eagerly showed the bird to Boyan, who prepared everything, and as soon as possible they escaped. They didn't know where to go, Asparuch said, only that he was going south. Only the dove knew the way, so Boyan tied his foot-long white thread. Let it fly, he said. Grabbed one of the other ends and tied the other end to his arm. I lost my sentence. Ashida found out about their escape and sent the soldiers to bring them back. The pursuit lasted longer, and Boyan was wounded in the arm by the arrow. The blood was dripping on his hand, and the thread with which he held the leg of the dove became red in one of the ends. Just when Huba and Boyan were at the end of their strength, they saw the great river on the other side. The troops of Asparuch waited. When they saw them, the pursuers of Ashida got scared and went back. Asparuch met his brother and sister. He took from Boyan the thread mixed with the white and the blood from in the bloody end, and decorated the cloth of each of the soldiers with part of it. When they arrived to the rest of the people, all decorated their clothes with the red and white thread. Asparuch called it Martenica. at the name of the March, the month of March, when that happened. Martinica became a symbol of luck, health, unity, and new beginning, and the internal connection between the people of this nation. People called Bulgarians, country called Bulgaria, which stands in the same place where centuries ago was Peru created, where there are many other legends about the creation of my country, and this is my interpretation of my favorite of them. Already more than 1,300 years in early March, Bulgarians keep the tradition and put white and red thread to congratulate ourselves with the approaching spring, to wish happiness and luck, and to remember that we are people that survive many trials. Martinica should be worn until the 22nd of March, when is the advent of the astronomical spring, or until we see a stork for the first time of the year, which is also a symbol of spring, because it is considered that then the new beginnings has found us, and together with the revealing nature, new opportunities and wins are coming to us. Ladies and gentlemen, that is literally my favorite legend from Bulgaria, and that is how Martinica was created, that is how Bulgaria was found, and yeah, a little legend in this fine afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. You have a wonderful day.